Howdy, folks, and a warm welcome to Van Nuys, California. Looks like I've got my stream not muted there, so you get the double welcome today. But yeah, we're doing an event for the Virtual USA Flying Club. It's the Catalina Wine Mixer, and quite a group, 24, I think, general aviation enthusiasts that are heading from Van Nuys, trying to fly a VFR transition through the LAX airspace down to Catalina. Should be a lot of fun. We've kind of loitered here toward the end, but I think it's just about time for us to get fired up, so let's get started. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are on the east side. It's transient parking here. I've never been here. This is kind of a cool spot, Van Nuys Airfield, just north of LA. And let me pull a few pieces of information up here. We've got just a little bit of time. I think we still have 3 or 4 departures out ahead of us. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of an idea of what we're attempting today. Maybe. There we go. So we're up here at Van Nuys, and like I say, we're going to be heading down through the Class Bravo, right through the heart of the Class Bravo, and kind of a fun transition. Actually, the group is flying one of 2 transitions today. One of them is the coastal route transition, which is right here, and some of them are heading out here and kind of heading towards the LA VOR, and then down to the Vincent Thomas Bridge. And we are going to be flying the Special Flight Rules transition. So we'll be heading here to Santa Monica, tuning in Santa Monica VOR, and shooting the 132 outbound, again, right over the eastern side of the runways there, 3,500. And the only thing we have to be careful of here is we've got to keep the speed down. 140 knots is the maximum airspeed, and then we have to squawk 1201. But otherwise, it's going to be a lot of listening and not a lot of talking here as we head through. We do need to monitor. We'll be monitoring SoCal, I believe, throughout, just in case they need to get a hold of us as we're going through the airspace. But yeah, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. I've flown the route the other way, northbound, or northwestbound, but we're gonna be heading southeastbound today. Gnome Builder, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Prop Culture, and should be a fun one. I'm about to lose my voice here, so let's enough chit chatting. Let's get this thing started. I do have fuel already on board, and let's get the parking brake set. All my tie downs, everything are removed. Yep, all the chocks are off. I've got the cargo pod on today just because I thought it would maybe help us keep our speed down just a little bit. Okay, parking brake set. Let's get the fuel valves turned on. Let's see, power lever, prop, condition lever, all those are idle. And cut off master battery coming on. Go ahead and turn the beacon on. Auxiliary fuel pump coming on here. I think I have a view. Yep, auxiliary fuel pump. Yeah, right there. Ignition switch. Turn that on. And we're going to go starter to low motor, and then we're going to watch the NG coming on up here to 14. All right, to here. And when we do that, condition lever, there we go. Oh boy. Why don't I have condition lever going here? Do I not Am I not mapped here? I must not be mapped. Somehow I have lost my mapping here. Hold on for just a second. Let's see what's happening. Oh, sure enough. Mixture and prop. All right. Multiple axes assigned to prop. Oh yeah, I don't want that. I want that to be mixture. All right. Hopefully that didn't do any damage. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, it's coming alive nicely. And all right, after engine start, we can turn the starter switch off, ignition switch off, auxiliary pump to standby, avionics bus, and the auxiliary bus. Oh, the auxiliary bus was already on there. I must have clicked that out of order. Generator and alternators will come on. And yeah, I think we're doing good here. Pull the prop lever forward, and we'll start getting warmed up here. We do have Van Nuys Tower on 1930. We'll get checked in. We'll get in line here. Shouldn't have too long of a wait. And then, like I say, I thought they had some SoCal here. I don't know if it's 2130, but we'll put that in just to kind of get ready to go here. Transponders on Charlie. We do have information Alpha. Winds 170 at 10, altimeter 2988. Pretty much going to end up being runway heading on this deal, so let's just update that for now. And 3,500. Will be the altitude that we're gonna be holding. CDI is set to localizer mode. Again, that first VOR that we need to tune in, Santa Monica. I'm not mistaken. Yep, Santa Monica. Where are you, Santa Monica? 110.8. All right, there we go. And we'll be coming out of that on the 132 outbound. So I will set that course. Maybe.
SFRA traffic, Sky 13273 overhead Santa Monica 3500 southeastbound.
Well, we'll be inbound to that for just a little bit as we head towards the Santa Monica airport, and then once we pass Santa Monica, we will be heading outbound. All right, I think we're about ready to go here. I think I can pull up short of Bravo and check in. Like I say, we're way out of the way here. Everybody else was up towards the north side there, which makes a lot of sense because it's a short taxi. We, however, are clear on the east side and kind of down about halfway. So it'll be a little bit of a taxi for us, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll just we'll get ourselves turned around and kind of get up to Bravo 3, check in, say intentions, and see where we're at in terms of being in line. And we'll get going. Welcome to day 16 of the 20 planes and 20 days April anniversary celebration. It's been fun. It's good to be back in X-Plane. It's good to be back in the Kodiak. And looking forward to today's flight. Probably a little more airplane than I really need for this flight, but that's okay. Any excuse I have to get in the Kodiak is one I want to take advantage of. All right, this ought to be Bravo 3, I think. Bravo 2. Okay, Bravo 2. I'll see a Bravo 2 on my chart here, but that's okay.
Traffic sky 13273, 3500 southeastbound, northbound complex, Safari.
Alright, we'll just kind of hang out right here, get checked in, and see where we're at. Van Nuys Tower, hello, Kodiak 11816. We're short of Bravo over on the East Transient Parking Information Alpha. Would like to be VFR departure. We're going to be southbound special flight rules through the LA Bravo. I'm having a hard time hearing this guy. Turn him up, and I'm going to turn my... I don't think this has the noise canceling headset deal, so let's just turn stuff down a little bit here. That ought to be a little bit better.
Esmara traffic sky 13273, 3500 southeastbound over the Imperial Highway exiting the Safari.
Oh, maybe that was an aircraft checking in. Van Nuys Tower, 1930. Maybe he's oh man, yeah, 19th. I'm on the wrong frequency here. How'd that happen? 1930. Alright, let's try that again. Van Nuys Tower, good evening. Kodiak November 11816. We're holding short of Bravo on the east side. Information Alpha. We'll be requesting VFR departure southbound. Special flight rules.
Kodiak 11816, Van Nuys Tower, 16 left taxi via Bravo Charlie, information Bravo, current altimeter 2988, squawk 0273.
0273, 16 left Bravo, November 11816. 0273. Yeah, that works a lot better when you actually get the right... frequency here. Okay, so that transponder right now is we're gonna put that guy on, and we're gonna squawk Charlie. Now we're not quite squawking Charlie just yet. We'll squawk it now, maybe. There we go. And we can go down Bravo.
November 2289 Zulu, Van Nuys
Charlie.
Tower, 16 right, straight out departure approved, clear for takeoff.
Here we go. Welcome aboard, everybody. Hello, Mrs. Thranda. So we might get 1-6 left, which would be awesome. That takes a little bit of the taxi out of it. Hey, how about that? Look at that Cargo Jet Canada livery. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Seven 2.7s, man, those are awesome. I like that. All right, now we go to the very, very end. It's Charlie, and we'll just kind of wait in line with the last few people that are heading out. I don't know if I said this, but we have 24 folks from the Virtual USA Flying Club flying with us today in the event. We're cutting through the LA Class Bravo, heading out to Catalina for the first leg, and then we'll go Catalina into San Diego for part 2. So a couple short legs, but should be a lot of fun. Very scenic in this part of the world, obviously. And throw in a Bravo transition, a VFR Bravo transition to boot, and that makes it just that much more enjoyable. I don't know if we have anybody else here on the ground. When I was loading up, there were 4 more aircraft to get in the air. And
2289 Zulu, contact SoCal departure 128.75.
2875, that's what we're going to need.
Cessna 172 Sierra Papa, do you need a run-up?
Oops, 75.
Cessna 172 Sierra Papa. Sierra Papa, Cessna 172 Sierra Papa, straight out departure approved, winds 170 at 8, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16 right, Cessna 172 Sierra Papa.
Downwind Sim, hello, hello. Good to see you. And Kenny Monster checking in. Yeah, always good to have the fellow hooligans around and hanging out. Nav taxi flaps. All right. Check the brakes. Going to get short of 1-6 left at Charlie. And we'll be ready to turn the strobes and the takeoff light on. And should not have a whole heck of a lot of a wait. I tell you what, we're just about the last dude to hit the dusty trail down here. Which is kind of the way we like it. Or at least it's kind of been the way it's been lately. Plane number 16. Oh, still going strong. All right, so we must have, that means there's 8 more to still depart. I think we had 24 at one point. There's one guy lined up. By the way, my CSL issue, it's on the one hand it's fixed, but on the other hand it's not fixed. But it's baby steps, because I have not had a sim crash, knock on wood. So you know, little by little we can fix the elevation deals. As long as it's not crashing my sim, I can live with that. Alright, we're short of 1-6 left at Charlie. And I don't know where we are in line, but we're ready when they are. Let's just take a quick double check through the checklist here. Make sure everything is going. Altimeter set, altitude set, heading, CDIs all set. Nav taxi. And indeed. All right. Tower Kodiak 816 holding short, 1-6 left at Charlie, ready to depart.
Kodiak 816, do you want the right side or are you okay with 16 left?
1-6 left works for us.
Kodiak 816, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 1-6 left, Kodiak 816.
Cessna 172 Sierra Papa, turn 10 degrees right.
Very good, very good.
Turn 10 degrees right, Cessna 172.
I'm the
Sierra
16th
Papa.
out of
Sierra
20.
Papa,
Okay,
contact
well,
departure 128.75. Good day.
all right.
128.75. Cessna 172 Sierra Papa.
There must have been some
Kodiak
guys that were
11816, winds 160.8, 16 left, straight out departure approved, clear for takeoff.
straight out departure approved 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Kodiak 1816. All right. Well, that worked out pretty doggone well.
Van Nuys Tower, Bonanza 232 Sierra Uniform, 6 miles to the west. VFR, we're at 2,400. We'd like to overfly.
We're
the
looking
airport,
for
do a
the
left
Santa
downwind
Monica
full
Airport,
flight,
which is
165.
just to the south here, pretty well straight out.
232 Sierra Uniform, Van Nuys Tower, altimeter 2988, approved as requested, pattern altitude 1,800.
1,800 approved as requested. Bonanza 232 Sierra Uniform.
Looking for 65, and we're going to be sliding around like always. I don't know why, but this thing slides around like nobody's business. Probably has something to do with the pilot. Here's a positive rate. We have retractable gear, but we'll bring the flaps up.
Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform, traffic 12 moving 1 o'clock, Kodiak 1100, climbing southbound off the left side.
We have that traffic inside. Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform.
Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform, maintain visual separation 16 left, clear for the option, winds 160 at 8.
Can't find the click spot here.
6 left, cleared for the option. 2 Sierra Uniform.
Kodiak 11816, contacts, oh no, you want special flight rules, frequency change approved.
All right, frequency change approved. Thanks for the ATC, Kodiak 816. All right, I thought so. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Let's update this. Let's get our bearings here. This is a little frustrating because I should be able to just click that and update it. And autopilot set, heading set. Oh, my click spots. I think we got it. Ah, we do. We have it. We're climbing. We're Alt S, so we will be.
Kodiak 816, if you're still on frequency, squawk 1201 for the transition.
Yep, 1201. Now we're just heading over right now. Thanks, Kodiak 816. All right. 1201. That lets everybody know that we are heading on that special flight transition. Now I need to go 122.8. Forgive me for autopiloting it, but I just a little too much, a little bit of work saturation there, and we're not really IFR here, but we could as long as we have it, I guess. Let's tune in. We're heading Santa Monica way. I might as well use it. We'll nav it up, and Santa Monica, here we come. All that glass, and we're just using radio navigation. How cool is that? All right, but we will keep our eyes peeled because, again, like I said, it's we need to pick up that Santa Monica airfield, which is not very far from where we're at. We don't want to get ourselves down there. G1 is the G1000 in for repairs? Well, no, not quite. All right, but one thing we better do. See our speed. Remember, we got to keep that 140 or less here through the Class Bravo. I don't even know how to tune in a DME on this thing. Surely there's a way. I probably have to put it in my flight plan or something. Well, we won't worry about that. We'll just keep our eyes peeled, and I mean it's right out front of us here, right? Somewhere at some point. If you hit the ocean, you've gone too far. Well, and the other thing is, as soon as that flips from to from, we'll know we're there as well. I guess I could also. I got this fancy glass over here. Might as well spin that guy in too, huh? Let's see what it tells us. Let it load there for a couple of minutes. I bet we're close. It was only about 16 miles or so. There it is. SMO. Yep, so we're getting pretty close. Getting pretty close. LA traffic, Kodiak 816. We are approaching Santa Monica. We'll be overflying the airspace on special rules at 3,500 LAX. Take 6 checking in. Hey, how's it going, Take 6? Good to have you. Oh, I see. Downwind Saints. This is my 16th plane out of 20. I thought you were talking about people that were leaving out of Van Nuys. I smell what you're cooking. I'm a little slow tonight. It's been one of those days. Yeah. All right, so we're looking for. I think we're right over it right now. So yep, there we go. We're starting to lose that. So we need. It'll be 132. That's going to be the course. We'll wait till we flip from to from. There's the LA airport right off our 11 o'clock. There we go. So flip this over, 132. We'll let that pick it up. We're at 3,500. We're well below 140. We could pick it up a little bit here. And again, we will cross. It's pretty cool. We'll cross right over the eastern tip of the runways there at LA. It's pretty awesome, and you don't have to talk to anybody. Why am I not picking that VOR up? Why aren't you nabbing for me there, buddy? Come on. Oh, there it comes. Okay. LAX traffic, Kodiak 816, 3,500. We're on the 132 radial special rules transition. LAX. Special flight rules transition. Pretty darn cool. And then when we get through, we're looking for the Vincent Thomas Bridge, which is basically, if you just kind of keep going, we're going to hit a little bay. We should see the bridge. I mean, look at that. How cool would that be in real life? I mean, come on. How awesome would that be? LA traffic, Kodiak 816, 3,500 directly over the airfield on the special flight rules, 3,500 LA. Nope. So this is the, if you look on the LA sectional, you'll see that there's a number of little, they're called VFR corridors, and you can fly. Basically, you can fly right through the two that we're doing tonight. One of them is called the coastal transition, and it goes out a little bit more to the right, actually out over the coast, and it's a flight following. So you're talking to SoCal and all that as you're going through. But this one here is a completely you're monitoring Unicom. You're squawking 1201. You're at 3,500. You can't be going any faster than 140, which we're doing good. And yep, so.
Charlie traffic. 7 Bravo Golf 5 miles per hour. And up to the right now.
So yeah, this is kind of cool. I've done this one going the other way, going to the northwest.
That's the 124 Mike Charlie is 10 out to the north. We're going to be maneuvering to the right down 122 Catalina.
Hey, there you go. That away, Kenny. You're getting it. So now we are past. I think we're supposed to report here. Yep. LA traffic, Kodiak 816, 3,500. Special flight rules, VFR track, heading 132. We're southeast of the airfield, LAX. That was a terrible check-in. So you're supposed to check in before you get to LA, right when you're over the top of it and when you're past it. And I did not do a great job of that. So now we're just looking for, basically there's a Vincent Thomas Bridge.
Catalina traffic, Skyhawk 410,
And
Hotel Alpha, taxiing from the ramp out to 22.
when we see that bridge, we can turn essentially direct Catalina. And let's see here. Catalina, I better pick up that VOR. Catalina has that VOR issue. 114.
Catalina traffic, Cherokee 400.
15.
20 runway 22. Catalina.
Oops, that's not what I want. 114.15. Wait till we get out here and find that bridge. We'll let LA know we're clear of everything. It's approximately 15 DME from the airport. And like I say, it's right here, just short of the coastline. Hey, Virtual GA. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Wow, we almost made it another week during this shutdown thing.
Charlie Golf Lima X-ray, 8 mile inbound from the north, Catalina.
And I think, though, guys, I think we are, we're not last, but we're second to last here. Looks like somebody's behind us, but that's about it. And we did have a Southwest, we did have a 737 coming in on approach while we were making that transition. I didn't look for it. It would have been cool to see. There's the 405. You're supposed to stay south of that. All right, are we seeing this bridge yet? I got a feeling we're flying right over the top of it. Probably right over the top of it. Yeah, it's right down here. I don't think we're going to be able to see it. Yeah, that's down there though. So we can make our turn and start heading Catalina way. Okay, I'm going to do this first, though. I'm going to put this on heading mode. And I'm not positive. There's conflicting reports on the VOR. SkyVector gives me 14.15, but Navigraph gives me 11.40, and I can never remember which one is the correct one.
Catalina traffic says the 124 Mike Charlie will be entering the 45 25 to the right
Let's see
downwind.
what that does for us. There we go. That looks like the one that's active. Kind of a strange anomaly if you're ever flying down this way and you're using SkyVector as your main mode of transportation. Alright. Go ahead, we'll arm that nav, and anytime you want to make the turn there, big fella. There we go. Wow, a little delayed reaction there. Yeah, not far now, just again about 20 miles or so. I think you can see the island out there. And I'm wondering if we have some ATIS.
Catalina traffic, Skyhawk Charlie Golf Lima X-ray, 4 mile, 45 degree in, Catalina.
We do not have ATIS.
Catalina traffic, Skyhawk 410 Hotel Alpha departing runway 22,
All right.
departure
2308. Okay, so we'll be landing on the 22, I believe. 299er3. Looks pretty nice and clear. This ever since Slant Alpha broke the Catalina curse, we've had nothing but good weather out here. 299er3. Let's get that set. And we could speed up. I don't think there's any hurry. I mean, we're going to have to let those guys get it all sorted out anyway, so we don't need to be in too big of a hurry. Let's brief the arrival here to begin with. Right-hand pattern for 2-2, so we'll be coming here. We'll probably probably go across midfield, enter a right crosswind, right downwind into runway 22. We'll just kind of listen and pay attention here. Altitude is 2150, so right now we are actually at a very good flyover altitude, and then we can drop down to 3100 in order to enter the traffic pattern. So we'll just fly direct to, and we'll listen to the awesome radio calls. Happy Thursday, everybody. Take 6, sharing a link here, shows the airspace in 3D. Oh yeah. You guys are going to want to go check. I can tell this is going to be cool. Want to go check these out. Okay, cool, man. Probably has can you search LAX? I wonder, let's see.
Catalina traffic, Cessna 4 Mike Charlie's cleared, 22 Catalina.
That was the wrong search, I guess.
Catalina traffic, Skyhawk Charlie Golf Lima X-ray, short final, Catalina.
Oh, this is just in Google Earth. I'm sorry, Google Earth Plus. I see. This isn't a website that has that resource. All right, we'll have to go check it out. Thanks for the share. Oh, hit the yellow link. All right, hang tight. We'll pull that back up. This one here, request a quote? No. 3D airspace. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, so it's a download I got to have here. All right, I'll mess around with it here once we get on the ground. That'll be fun. Thanks for the share, man. Yeah, that DC airspace is wild and woolly. Tell you what. Very nice. Okay. Will do. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Yep, there we go. Catalina Island. and we're almost just inbound. If we, I better check. If we were IFR, we might be cleared straight in. Yep, no ATC out here. This is a SoCal area anyway. What do we got? Sailboat? Yep, sailboat down there. After Catalina, it'll be onward
clear runway 22.
down to San Diego.
13273, departing runway 22, left 45, departure southwest Catalina.
Okay, so he's kind of departing left from our right to left, which I think that makes sense. Everybody's kind of departing to the south of the airfield and heading over towards San Diego. I think for the most part, probably just flying VFR over to San Diego and then picking up or making a request for full stop either at San Diego or one of the airfields kind of in the area there. We're gonna go ahead and go to San Diego. Might be a little bit too much airport for this plane, but we can afford the landing fees. Yeah, definitely no icing concerns tonight. Yeah, Take 6, I think that does sound like a good resource for flight planning, no doubt about it. Now, the one thing I have a hard time with, I don't know why, but I continually get like disoriented, and I always forget the runway. Well, I don't forget the runway alignment, but I never do a great job of flying a traffic pattern here. So be prepared for something that's a little bit on the rough side. Again, I can go ahead and let's set the heading at 220. That's our runway alignment. What's the official degrees here? 221. Yeah. So we'll use that like we try to do. We'll use that as a little bit of a guide, and again, we'll cross midfield and we'll essentially enter a right upwind, and then we'll make a right crosswind to the right downwind, to the right base, to the right final. Virtual GA digging in. Jason's mom, hey, how are you, man? Thanks for checking in. Welcome to Catalina. Let's see if Melvin can find the airfield tonight. I think we maybe have it. I kind of see a... Oh, excuse me. Yep, I think I see it. We did, Jason, we did a VFR transition. We started in Van Nuys. We did a VFR transition through the LA Class Bravo. We did the special flight rules transition, so we haven't been talking to any ATC for a while. We're going to make a little pit stop here in Catalina, and then we're going to go Catalina over to San Diego. Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816, about 5 miles to the north of the airfield. We're going to overfly midfield and in a right-hand pattern for 22, Catalina. Didn't hear what he said.
Traffic, the Hawk departing runway 22.
All right. I think we can fly this thing now. Hopefully. Any luck? Somebody was departing 22, so we're going to keep an eye out for them. They're going to be turning kind of across our nose here. Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816. We are just about midfield, 3,500. We're going to start our right-hand pattern for runway 22, Catalina.
Catalina traffic, Cessna 4 Mike Charlie is lining up for runway 22, Catalina.
Okay, I'm not seeing that guy heading out below us, so we'll just kind of stay. Didn't quite get to the upwind. We're going to stay more over the runway right here. We'll start to lose a little bit of altitude. Can cut some airspeed here as well. Slow it down just a bit. Let's get to the checklist. Our lights are still on. We never did turn those off. Actually, you know what? We didn't turn the landing lights or the strobe on. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that's a bad job. We were supposed to have the strobe all the way through the Class Bravo. Oh, there's our departing traffic. All right. Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816, right crosswind runway 22, Catalina.
Catalina
Yep.
traffic, Cessna 4 Mike Charlie departing runway 22, right crosswind departure to the east, Catalina.
Oh, he's doing right crosswind. Why is he doing right crosswind? Because it's the right traffic pattern is why. Duh. Alright, so around we go. We're going to try to not get disoriented. We need to get ourselves down, slowed down and down altitude-wise.
Aircraft calling, say again.
Scout 73 Echo Juliet on approach 22 Catalina, 8 miles.
Oh, he's just going to come straight in, I guess.
Skyhawk, Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, departing runway 22 Catalina.
Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816, right downwind runway 22, Catalina. Yep. Oh, he's over right now? Okay. I did have a Skyhawk behind me, I noticed.
Skyhawk, Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, holding short 22.
So we're going to have to extend this this downwind just a little bit for arriving traffic. And are we already too low? We are too low. This is Thranda. You're supposed to warn me about getting too low. Yep, we're down 20. I think he's coming straight in.
Charlie Golf, Catalina traffic, Skyhawk, Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, departing runway 22 Catalina.
Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816. We're going to extend that right downwind for arriving traffic, Catalina. And I need to climb back up here a little bit too. Like I say, I struggle with this traffic pattern for some reason. I don't know why, but I just I always end up too high, too low, not very square. Let's get it back up 2,500. Airspeed's getting a little slow here as well. Alright, we'll level off here about 2,600, and we'll just keep that right downwind going. Drifted a little bit there. Let's get back on course. Keep our eyes peeled for the inbound traffic. And boy, we're climbing like a son of a gun. Okay, one thing I need to do is, Flight Director, you're not helping me. Let's get rid of you. Now I'm clear back up over 3,000. Alright, get stabilized here. I do need to get back into flaps range. I don't want to get too far out. I don't want to turn this into a 10-mile final myself. I need a position report on that guy that's inbound.
Traffic, Cardinal 7 Sierra Zulu is departing 22, right down Catalina.
Catalina traffic, Charlie Golf Limo X-ray, departing the area, final call, Catalina.
So he should be right behind me.
Catalina traffic, this is 7 Bravo Golf on the airplane starting a right crosswind for right down departure.
Catalina traffic, November 38 Romeo is holding short, runway 22.
Where's that arriving traffic? Where are you, buddy? Okay, we're tossing a notch of flaps in here. And see if we can't hold our speed at about 100. Come on, where are you? Approaching traffic.
Catalina traffic, Cardinals turning right crosswind, right down departure, Catalina.
Jeez Louise. Can we get a position report on that approaching traffic into Catalina?
Scout 73 Echo Juliet, 2-mile final, 22.
Alright, Kodiak 816, we're going to be turning right base, runway 22, Catalina. Yeah, we're out there a ways. We're beyond long final here, guys, but maybe that'll be a good thing.
Catalina traffic, November 38 Romeo is holding short, runway 22.
Catalina traffic, Cardinal 7 Sierra Zulu is right downwind, departure, Catalina, last call.
That's
Traffic,
the
7 Bravo Golf on the right downwind, altitude 3,300, last call,
This
Catalina.
is where it's going to be tough for me again. Trying to pick up the runway. I think I see it, but am I? Now I'm 2,500. I should be okay. And we're going to make our turn to final and get our bearings here. Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816. We're turning final runway 22, Catalina. A little slow. Let's get the airspeed back up here.
Catalina traffic, Skyhawk 3 Echo Juliet, 1-mile final, 22, full stop, Catalina.
And this is just going to be all. If we're there we go. Is that our runway? If we're anywhere close on the rollout, it's just nothing but pure luck at this point. Is that it? That doesn't look like it's it. That's not it. Where the heck are we? I've lost my airfield. See, here we go. Same old problem. Oh, I think it's on top of that ridge. I can't really see it very well. Yep. Yeah, we'll just keep it. We'll just keep it coming this way. We're kind of on a little bit of a 45. Hopefully, we'll intercept this approach angle. And I think that's it, right on the top of the hill there. I think it is. Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816 on a 3-mile final, runway 22, Catalina. We're hoping. Is that it? That's not it, is it? Where the heck am I? I got a turn, I'm off. Where am I? I don't know where I'm at now. I'm lost again. Lost over Catalina. I was following something I thought looked like. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright. We weren't too far off. Okay, folks. Let's try to get things stabilized. We're not too far, or not too bad in terms of height here. Maybe just a hair high. I always tend to be just a little too high when I'm approaching this anyway. just because of the terrain. I don't know, it's kind of an overcorrection thing. Getting out of my flaps range here, I need to slow down. Slow down. Just shows I need to fly out here more often. Not familiar with the terrain enough just yet. You get out too far on that pattern and you kind of lose sight of where you're at. I think I see some blinking lights holding short there.
Catalina traffic, how far out is the approaching traffic?
You've got time. I'm probably a mile and a half out. Kodiak 816.
Catalina traffic, November 38 Romeo is going to depart runway 22 to the northeast.
I would think he'd have time if he just gets rolling. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Come on, buddy, get going. You're all right. Oh, yeah, he's good. He's on the move. I mean, we're only doing 80 knots, so tons of time.
Carolina traffic, November 38 Romeo is clear of runway 22.
That's a good job by that guy. Oh. Oh. That was awful. That was awful. That was awful. What happened? What happened? It was like a little bit of a downdraft there or something. What in the world happened? Oh, goodness. That was terrible. I must have just lost airspeed. Is anybody checking my airspeed there? That's kind of what it felt like, as I just ran out of lift. I just kind of plunked right down, stalled out. I heard the stall horn come on. I thought I was on a pretty good angle of attack, but maybe I was slower than I thought. Catalina traffic, Kodiak 816, we're clear of runway 22. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure, guys, but it was not pretty. We're going to have to do better. Who guessed negative 960 or whatever? Because you're the winner. Highest win. Yeah, Kenny, 248. I think you're the guy so far. Oh, man. I hope I didn't break something, for crying out loud. That was rough, dude. Wow. All right, we're gonna get down here. We need to refile our flight plan, and we need to get out and check the flipping suspension. Make sure nothing's broken down there. Oh, gosh darn. Yeah, I had the cargo pod. Oh, so that is actually something. I've got the cargo pod on there, so it does handle a little bit different at slow speeds. It makes my stall speed a little bit higher. I'm betting I just wasn't carrying enough speed. I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, tune in tomorrow. 20 crashes in 20 days. That was pretty good, Down. I gotta give it to you. Okay, setting the brakes. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go take a little break. I'll give you a view just in case anybody else comes in for a landing, and I'll be right back. We'll get the flight plan set, and we'll be off to San Diego. Yeah, that's kind of what's telling us. Get over here. It opens up for us. Shoot, maybe 2 more ridges. That ridge looks a little high, though. Peak to the west is 87. Yeah, and I'm not thinking I'm going that far. Oh gosh, you're right. Nope, there is one in there. Has a microwave tower on it. Yep. Right there, that's what I'm seeing. 8716. So I do have a little bit of terrain to worry about. I may have to kind of vector myself either right or left of that stuff coming in. Yeah, that's got to be that guy right there, doesn't it? And I think it's going to be better for us to be a little bit further south. That way we can get ourselves lined up as we're coming up the valley. So I think I'm going to do this. Let's jump into heading mode. Let's give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. Let's aim for this little spot right here. 7,500 should get us at least 500 foot of clearance for the rest of this ridge line, so we should be okay there. And then that'll give us, like I say, a pretty clear shot into Cochrane Regional. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate the patience. And sorry we didn't get it into San Diego there, but just kind of one of those nights. And not a terrible thing to have to practice an alternate diverting here and there is sometimes what you have to do. Plus you get to take a look at this beautiful landscape down here. Man, oh man, what a place. What a place. Just absolutely gorgeous. If we go far enough to the, we could go clear around the edge of this and hit the lake as well. See what the Salton Sea. I've never been to the Salton Sea. Why not? Let's go down that. Let's point or due east. Let's go just around this whole ridgeline, see if we can pick up that Salton Sea. Man, this late day sun is something else, isn't it? The golden hour. Kenny Monster, you probably got a lot of time. I'm kind of getting to where I'm in like explore mode here. We are true VFR right now. We're just trying to keep ourselves separated from terrain and other aircraft. Just you and me, Mrs. Thranda. Does she have like an ID? No, that's what is that hanging down? Is that just part of the seatbelt? Oh yeah, I thought that clip from the side kind of looked like it was like some sort of ID badge hanging there. And then, just so you don't think she's alone, Mr. Thranda is over there. Which, don't you think that the guy looks just like me? Just like me. They look, there you go. They're just steely-eyed, calm, positive. I don't have my blue polo on, is the only thing, but hey, Al South. How goes it, man? We're heading to the Salton Sea. We were not able to get into San Diego. We got weathered out of San Diego. So we're diverting to Cochrane Regional and hey, David 4DW. Yeah, we can wake her up. She's flown a lot with me, so she's kind of used to it. Ugh. This is one of the locations for Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, interesting. So yeah, anyway, we're we're heading here to the Salton Sea, and then we're going to turn and come up the valley and land at Cochrane Regional. SoCal was a little swamped, and so we weren't able to get a clearance there into the Bravo, so we just decided instead of waiting around too much longer, we would divert. We're doing great on fuel still. I mean, we've got a lot of fuel, so we're in good shape there. Torque has dropped a little bit here for some reason. Let's get that back up there, 1670, where I should be. Keeping those RPMs about 2,000 if I can. Not been monitoring that very well. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Yeah, it was weird. Weird how that, it was just one of those kind of bat sim weather, anomalies. We were good for a while, and then all of a sudden, just boom, we were right in the middle of everything. Couldn't descend below it. We were able to climb over the top of it, but we just couldn't get a clearance into San Diego. Guy was just too slammed with traffic. So as far as I know, we're out here on our own right now, and I think probably everybody else from the Virtual USA Flying Club is at the pilot's lounge right now having some hot chocolate. There's the Hound. How are you, man? Yeah, we've got the Thranda Kodiak out. We're tootling around SoCal, and trying to go to Cochrane Regional. First part of our flight really was fantastic. We departed just north of Los Angeles, Van Nuys, and we flew VFR transition through the Bravo and headed out to Catalina, where I made a beautiful, beautiful approach and landing. Probably one of the best that anyone's seen in some time. And after that, it kind of went downhill just a little bit. We departed Catalina. We ran into a little bit of a marine layer. Tried to go under it. Was not successful. Tried to go over it. Not successful. Tried to pick up a pop-up IFR. Just couldn't get a word in edgewise. Had an overloaded controller, and so we're doing a little touring. You know, I loaded up, guys. I loaded up. Central America, Mexico, and South America. We could just make a run. The border's right there. It's right there. We could just make a run for Juarez or something here. Oh, we're not that far from the border. We've got Calexico, which is right there. We've got, what do we have? All these, I don't even know. What do we have down here? Is there anything down here we could go hit? Look at all these, like, these are where all the drug lords live or something. I don't know. I actually bet these are kind of cool. Now, these ones over here I bet are really neat in the mountains. Sierra Juarez, Colonia de Guadalupe. I'm up. Like I say, we're right here. We've got fuel. We could get down here if you wanted. We could go hit one of these. I don't know how far down we could get. Maybe San Luis Rio, Colorado. Calexico has a funny story for you, Eris. Uh-oh. So say the word. I'll punch it in, and we'll land. We'll just head south of the border. Best landing that no one was able to see. Well, wait. Oh, Kenny Monster. Al South has not seen the clip. Kenny's making some eggs. Ask Kenny when he gets back. He clipped it. It was that good. All right, last call for Mexico. I think there's our airfield that we're going to, by the way. Going once, going twice. All right, we'll do Mexico later on. Let's turn for home. Well, not home. Let's turn for Cochrane Regional. Let's hope they have some good coffee and pie. Take 6 found it for you, Al South. You're going to want to have a notebook out because it is a clinic. It's an absolute clinic. Oh man. Did they let you out of the country with that, or well, I guess you're still in the US. Enter direct to. Can I do a nav, please? Let's nav it. Let's nav it up. Let's get going in the right direction. I got the 3 fire. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what else I usually have up here is this. I have the wind option number 2 going. So it's a little bit of a crosser. Yeah, I think we're just going to land northbound. Al South, you should know me well enough by now to know my sarcastic tone. I'm going to do better this time. We're going to go visual into runway 35 here at Cochrane. In fact, I'm going to make the call. Cochrane Regional Kodiak 11816, approximately 15 miles south of the field. I'll be looking for the visual approach straight in runway 35 Cochrane. You of all people, one of the funniest guys I know, you should appreciate a good, slapstick comedy, which is pretty much every time I try to land. All right. Autopilot, thank you for your service, my man. So let's start Mr. Descent here. Cochrane Regional has an altitude of what? What are you? Altitude. Where are you, altitude? Why am I not seeing you? Altitude. Holy cow, negative 114 feet. Wow, I have never ever landed at an airport with a negative altitude. We are, I don't even know what the traffic pattern is here. Oh, this is going to be kind of fun, actually. All right, JPC's got the first prediction in. All right, somebody's got to try to bump Kenny Monster off of the Captain Awesome spot here. So put your bets in right now. Put your wagers in. That's awesome. Left traffic. I'm looking for it. Left traffic to what? Well, we're kind of breaking the rule. We're going to come straight in here. All right, some 218s. 154s. Optimistic. I like you guys. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better. I really do. Boy, how pretty is that? Come on. Just gorgeous. Shoes coming in 185. I think that's getting a little bit better. Remember, the score to beat is 900 and what was it? 930 something. Downwind sim with a hopelessly optimistic buck 50 TD. There you go, 420. That's a little bit closer. We may all need medical marijuana by the time it's all said and done. I don't know. All right, descending through 4,000. Flight director is not liking where I'm going. What do we got here? Cochrane Regional, Kodiak 816, 8-mile final, runway 35, straight in Cochrane. Okay. A little bit better, a little bit more stable approach here, although I feel like I'm possibly still a bit high. I'm kind of excited. I've never landed below sea level. Catching a little bit of a crosser at 9 now. I guess that's maybe that runway 31 would have been a little bit better. That's okay. I need to work on this too. That crosswind approach. JPC, let's see if I got any better from yesterday when I tried this in the old Beaver. Yeah, a little bit high. I don't see. Oh, there's some poppy lights at the end of the runway there, aren't there? Okay. Trying to get down to flaps range here if I can. All right, lights are on. Altimeter, I don't have the altimeter. We're going to roll with it. It's cool when those city lights start popping on. Alright, we're tossing a notch of flaps. We're a hair too fast, but we were below 120, so it's okay. I don't know what this looks like in the daytime, but this is kind of a pretty little airfield at night. Still high and a bit fast. Definitely making a bush approach here. I'm at about 1,200 feet per minute descent. Channeling my London City arrivals here. It's not a horrible profile though. I'm going to be a little bit long down the runway, but I think I'll stick with it here. Runway's clear. Yep, we're a little bit high. Top, porpoised again. Dang it. Hang it. At Cochrane, Kodiak 816, we are on the go around runway 35. Just had a little too much speed, a little too much energy. Darn it. That was much better all the way around, but just didn't finish it. Just didn't finish it. All right, we'll try it one more time here. And left traffic, huh? Okay. At Cochrane traffic, Kodiak 816 making a left crosswind runway 35. Yep. Yeah, so what happened there happens to me sometimes in this plane where that I will not keep the nose up like I should, and then when it bounces, the nose wheel hits first, and then you saw how it just porpoised. You'll just keep doing that all the way down, all the way to Mexico. Cochrane traffic, Kodiak 816, left downwind runway 35, Cochrane. I have a feeling this is not the right traffic pattern because I'm cutting right in front of the that other runway. Yeah, look at that. That's definitely not the right traffic, the correct traffic pattern here, is it? Probably should have made a right hand go around. Okay. Wow, look at that little airport. That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay. Well, third time's the charm, maybe. Yeah, so new predictions. Okay, new predictions on the redo. By the way, I want to say that was 96 on that initial touchdown. Had I been able just to keep that nose up, I would have been in business. So, yep, make your redo predictions here. It's all listed as left on arrival. Okay, on AirNav. Okay, well, just seems weird to cut across the runway like that. All right, let's get speed under control here. Just about ready to turn base. Never bad to have to fly an extra pattern, right? At Cochrane traffic, Kodiak 816, left base runway 35, Cochrane. All right. Here's where speed can become an issue. Let's keep that up there at 100. The first approach was too slow. The second one was too fast. Cochrane traffic, Kodiak 816 on the final, runway 35, Cochrane. Oh, that's not a bad roll out there. I'm a little high. Again, unfortunately. And a little quick, again, unfortunately. Put that second notch of flaps. Let's see if that helps us out a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. Speed's coming down. Dang it, I am a little bit steep again in the approach. My speed looks much better though right now. 85 to 80 is what I'm looking for here, guys. Darn it, it's that extra 113 feet below sea level that's getting me. Here we go. .93 beta range. Well, Third time's the charm, I guess. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're going to exit here at whatever this is. We're going to squeak the tires one more time, just because we can. And I don't know, but we're going to head over there. Cochrane traffic, Kodiak 816, clear of the active, taxi into the fanciest FBO you've got, Cochrane. All right. Well, you know, it wasn't exactly what the initial plan was, but it ended up being pretty cool. And happy to have so many people around to witness the fact that I can actually do a good landing every once in a while. Al South, what are you talking to me here? To what? My English is too malo. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, Al South? All right, I'll catch up on the chat in just a second. Let's. I'm still not all the way in here, guys. I can't get too complacent. Landing lights, those can come off. We'll just taxi on in. And we'll check out this airport here. I wonder if it has, I have to look at this TRM. Does it have any kind of a, like a scenery package? This is pretty cool. Ramp, the commuter. I have, again, just no idea. No idea where I'm going. Some stuff down there. There's like a FedEx guy right there. I think I should have turned. I've been to this airport. Okay, it's I'm hitting the commuter spot. We'll shut down here at the commuter and call it good. Yep, I have no airport map, so I can't even tell you who's where and what. But I can tell you what we've got coming up on the stream. We're going to continue the 20 planes in 20 days, or as Downwind Sim calls it, the 20 crashes in 20 days. Tomorrow is day 17. It's a Friday night ops. And so we're going to be in the FlyJ Sim. No. We're going to be in the Zebo 737. And I'm still kind of kicking around if I want to try to get into Boston, because that's who's hosting. And I love the Boston airspace. But I also know that there's going to be, if there were 260 people that went into Philly, how many people are going to be going into Boston? I mean, let's be honest here. So I may not end up going to Boston. I still haven't finalized my flight route just yet. I don't know where I'm going to start. I don't know where I'm going to finish, but I'm going to be in the Zebo 737 on day 17. Then on day 18, I'm going to be in the Fly Simware. It'll be the last time, by the way, the last time I'm in P3D for this tour. I'll be in the Fly Simware Dassault Falcon 50. That's too loud when I'm out there. And I'll be doing an event. There's an event down there in the Atlanta area that will be participating in a couple of executive or smaller airfields. Maybe it's executives. Peachtree and Key West, I think, are the two featured airports. And then Sunday, it's the King Air, the Airfoil Labs King Air 350. And there's a Wisconsin event. And again, I don't know what the route is just yet. I'm going to get more information on that, kind of see where I want to fly. Probably try to pick out a couple of airfields that I haven't hit yet, just because it's really that King Air is kind of a fun one to take into and out of places. And then finally, the big event on Monday, Monday the 20th, I'm going to debut a new airplane, and I'm also going to give away a $25 gift certificate to a lucky winner at the org store. So make sure you tune in, and I'll be presenting that winner at the end of the stream, and it should be a lot of fun. It's my way to say thanks for hanging out with me for a year. By the way, Fabricio JFMG, thank you for the follow, and appreciate that. Let's take a quick trip back here through the. I'm gonna shut things down here first. Quick trip back through the chat messages, and we'll call it a night. What do we have? Who won? Did somebody dare to go under 100 twice in a row with me? That would really be something. That would really be something. Let's see. Backup butter went off the plate. Yeah, on that first one, I buttered the bread, and then the bread fell and landed face down. So 315 and about. So David technically was right with his initial prediction, but yeah, how about rapid unscheduled disassembly? Okay. Sadly, I'm nearly 50. Never been in a beaver. Yeah, it's a great plane. Great. I don't know. They don't really have a great one in X-Plane, but the P3D one is really good. Isn't the white range for full flaps? No, the white range on this is where you can start introducing flaps, and I believe according to the documentation you can be just a skosh outside of that range. Yeah, no pressure. Take 6. Can't believe it didn't stay butter. Yeah, that was that porpoising deal. I should go show you that, but that's okay. And then when we came back around, 134, JPC 175, take 6, Kenny 131, Shoes 112, Air is the Hounds 105, Al South 154. I think Air is the Hound came through. Yeah, with the big win there. Very good. Very good. That was an interesting diversion. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of fun. That's kind of what I like to do, to be totally honest. I enjoy just kind of going to see what's around the corner. And so, like I say, really glad that you guys came along with me. All right, well, I'm going to end this. Let's see. Is there anyone out there we can go check out who's doing what here? Anybody see anybody out there that we should go raid? I see we've got Jeff Favagano's doing tower. We've already been to Chili Willie's this week. Bill Forley. Yeah, everybody else I know is offline. So I think I'm going to just go ahead. We'll call it good tonight. And right here, you want to do Forley? Okay, if you guys hang tight, we'll go do Forley. And we'll call it good. So, Shoes, good to have you along. Al South take 6. Everybody, thanks again for stopping by. I will see you tomorrow in the Zebo 737 for day 17. Absolutely crazy. Until then, take care, everybody. God bless.